As I walk down Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, I see more closed down businesses than I've ever seen in the past. So I decided to speak to some of the store owners in my neighborhood to see how the economic downturn is impacting them. First, I stepped into a 99-cent store on the corner of Flatbush and Maple to speak with Asaidi, who co-owns the store with his brother.
Business is slow everywhere. 99 cent or supermarket, the same thing. Everywhere you go, you see the same thing.
Since the things Asaidi sells are inexpensive, he says more customers are coming into his store.
Before they didn't come. Now I say new customer to come, but it's not. They don't want to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And why is that they're not spending money?
I don't know. The economy is not good. Economy is not good.
I walked about a block down to M&P Divine Beauty Shop, where I spoke with Marie, the owner, as she was working on a client's hair.
Have you seen a decline in customers in the past 6 months?
Before even 6 months, we've been seeing a lot of days that's no business going on at all.
Okay.
So I don't know what's really going on.
Do you think has it picked up now, or is it still the same?
Still the same. Still the same. Even getting worse.
Marie has owned her salon for 8 years. Now, she told me she was lowering her prices, which were low to begin with. She also has to work extra hours to keep the business afloat.
That is one of the major, that's what brings in your money to, pay your bills. You understand? That's how we live. And if how we live and the business go down, everything goes down. A lot of people losing their houses, a lot of people losing their apartments. So many things going on. It's just crazy. You understand?
Marie told me she knows other business owners in the area that told her they have also been seeing fewer customers.
What would you say to the other business entrepreneurs in your area? What would you say to them?
Who can keep holding on? Just hold on until, if there is any until.
After speaking to Marie, I walked another block and a half down Flatbush to the beauty club, which sells hair products. I spoke to Pap, the store owner.
How has business been in the area for you in the past year or so?
I think that it's getting slow. It depends on the market situation.
In addition to the slowdown in customers, Pap says the supplies he sells are going up in price.
Most wholesaler or some manufacturer, they're gonna went up the price too much higher. Is that the personal chemical company? Every company is that 10 to 20% is went up price.
Pap says he's also had to change what he sells because of new residents in the neighborhood.
We carry that this kind of merchandise is the for the African American is that the most use that kind of hair or something chemical. But 5 years ago, I checked that this area is that all black people live together. But now it's some Mexican or some European. They're gonna mix together. They don't need to decide it. Oh, what else? Oh, surprise! But
Pap says 1 year from now, the products he sells may not be in demand, and he could go out of business. He wouldn't be the only hair supply store to close.
2 or 3 years ago, most store they're gonna sell the store, change the store something. First of all, they're gonna sell the store, move to the other area. It's very common sense, but now it's just closed down.
As my evening winds down, I decide to stop in at an internet coffee house around the corner on Parkside Avenue, just off of Flatbush. I spoke with the owner, who preferred not to use his name.
There are a lot of students who too often can't get to the local library, and in some instances the library is either a bit too far or they can't get there in time, so they would come here. And of course, when we find out that they're students, they're where we give them breaks in terms of how much to get on the internet and so on.
When I asked him if he'd seen a decline in customers over the past year, His answer surprised me. He said many people continue to come in and use the internet.
It's almost what I would call a recession-proof, and I'll explain. Because a lot of people would come here to use it to file unemployment. So you see, so we get a lot of traffic from people who are unemployed and have to file for unemployment or look for work. So if anything, it has business has improved in that area.
Do you think a lot of people have been successful using the internet and been able to find jobs?
Well, I don't know about finding jobs, but clearly a lot of stuff that are required of them, they need to access the internet, from unemployment to looking for jobs to online applications, working on their resumes. But clearly there's a need.
Still, he has to take special care to attract customers with other services besides coffee and tea and the internet. He has begun hosting live bands in the evening and on the weekend, but it's still a struggle.
It's doing all right, and now you see, for me, the reference point is coming into a business, one that's fairly new, and two, where the economy is really down, and to be able to say, you know what, this business is at a point where it's self-sufficient, being able to pay the rent, and so on. To me, it's a positive comment to make in this economy. Can it do better? I think so.
This business owner, along with the others I spoke to, are trying to keep a positive outlook and take whatever steps they can to continue attracting customers. Many of them hope that President Obama's stimulus package will help them before it's too late. Back at Pap's Beauty Club, Pap says he's still waiting for change.
We want that. Everyone wants that. That's why we vote to Obama. I hope he'll change soon. But it's time is getting most people waiting some action, more strong action.
On Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, I'm Julia Paul with the Community News Production Institute.